If you watched my review of the Positive Grid Spark Go, I mentioned some pros and cons of it, and if you haven't watched it, I'll link it right up there for you. Anyway, I wanted to clarify the cons I mentioned in that video because they're more inconveniences than they are cons, and they can easily be worked around. And those is the firmware update, the high output pickups, and high Z mode, meaning if you have high output pickups and you start playing this thing loud with some gain, it's going to rattle and make all sorts of crazy noise that you don't want. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. And then sometimes it might freeze up, it might not. But if it does, I'll show you how to do a hard shutdown and then a factory reset. Let's start with the firmware update. In order to update the Spark Go's firmware, you need to download the firmware updater from Positive's Grid site. Unless you already had it when you had the Mini or the Spark 40, then it's probably already on your computer. But if not, you download it and it's a zip file. And you unzip that zip file, you'll have two different files in there. You're going to have a batch file that says run Spark Go firmware updater, or you got a bin file that you can open up and Spark Go firmware updater.exe. Right click on it, run as administrator. The updater is going to open up, connect your Spark Go to it. It'll connect once you turn it on. And if you're up to date, it'll tell you up to date. If not, it will show you what update it needs to do, and you simply hit the update button and it does its thing. Now, if it fails, wait a few minutes. It says disconnect, shut everything down, not your computer, just shut down the updater and start the process over. I tried 3 times and it failed every time. Finally, what I did, and you can do this from the get-go anyway, instead of running that .exe, you can simply right-click on this batch file, run as administrator, and it opens up the same window. Why that worked and the other way didn't, I don't know. So if you're having a problem, give that a shot. With your Spark Go connected to your phone or your tablet, come down here to the Spark menu in the bottom left, and you'll see your account and all that good stuff. And go to the Spark Go menu, tap on the picture of the Spark Go. Now in here you got your tone control. It shows if you're connected. Down here you got EQ scenario, and you can choose your EQ scenario here. You can have it balanced or for rock, acoustic, or bass, whatever you choose. I think it sounds best on rock because that's kind of music I play. But I mean, it's totally up to you and your ear. Going back over here, you got HP line out. You can actually change from mono to stereo on the headphone output on this thing. And you got some other settings, but the high Z mode here flattens your signal out a little bit. And if you have high output pickups, it acts almost like a DI box, if you know what a DI box is. And it reduces your signal to a usable signal. So if you're getting all that rattle and crackling, playing at high volumes with high output pickups, turn that on and see if that helps out. It's that easy. Also down here, you can forget this device from your Bluetooth, or you can restore factory settings. Now, if you can't restore factory settings from here and your Spark is froze up, let me show you how to fix that. Let's say you're working with your Spark Go and all of a sudden it freezes up, the lights are on, but nobody's home. You can press anything, it doesn't do anything. You got to do a hard shutdown. So how you do that is you hold the power button for about 10 seconds until the light goes out completely. And there you go, shut down. Now we got to do a factory reset, which is similar. All you got to do is hold the preset button right here and the power button, and you hold it till that light becomes white in color. And then you release it. Once you see that light's white, you release it. And then you press that preset button until all 4 of those little LEDs blink once. And there you go. It'll shut down and you are all set. And now you got to load all your presets on it. I hope these tips help you out with your Spark Go, and hopefully you never have to do a reset, but sometimes it happens. It only happened to me that one time about 3 weeks ago when I first got it, and it hasn't happened since. I even tried to replicate it for the purpose of this video, but it wouldn't do it. So that's great. Aside from wishing it was a little louder, I love this little thing, and also I did say in that video that I wouldn't personally pay $150 for it, but let's be honest. As you can see with all the gear behind me, I probably would. I mean, I've blown more money on lesser things. So anyway, hit that like button for me and subscribe, only if you want to, and only if you feel I deserve it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.